Here we have the current stock market update for MicroCloud Hologram Incorporated, stock ticker HOLO. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, the share price movement for this stock has continued to move lower. What we're looking at the moment here is the 1 hour price chart. The reason that we're doing this is so that we can sort of take a bit of a broader view here and sort of compare this recent price movement to the sort of excessive upside price movement that was being seen recently when share prices did move into the 76 cents level. So what we're going to be doing with the rest of this video is to look at some very important support and resistance zones, some very important price levels, so that hopefully traders will be able to develop profitable trading strategies for this stock going forward. So as I said here previously, we did see this major rally roughly from right around 30 cents per share all the way to 76 cents per share. Obviously, that's a very extreme price movement. This occurred in less than one full week of trading. But then equally as quickly, we did start to see share prices reverse those gains. And anybody that was not able to get out of this position at that point is now probably looking at share price losses. This is incredibly unfortunate because almost just about everybody that is covering the stock, I mean, you could maybe even say everybody else that is covering the stock, does seem to be looking for the development of a YouTube channel rather than the development of a stock portfolio. I don't really see any evidence that any of these other people are serious traders or have any real information that will likely be beneficial for people that are actually putting real money into this stock. So that's unfortunate because this is real money and it's not this isn't a game. This isn't monopoly money. And currently, what we're seeing here is a share price drop into 26 cents per share. The recent questions that I've been seeing here were asking me if share prices were likely to move back into 50 cents per share. My comment there was no, that we would not be seeing that. And unfortunately, this is an expectation and a projection that is turning out to be correct. And that's unfortunate for anybody that is holding onto this stock. So currently, the way things stand here, we are now seeing new lows at 26 cents per share. This does break below the prior low of 29 cents per share. And then, of course, that low broke below the prior low as well, which was seen at 31 cents per share. So what we're seeing here now is a series of lower highs and lower lows. So anybody that's in any way familiar with technical analysis knows that that is the textbook definition of a downtrend. There really isn't much in this chart which would suggest that share price movements are likely to start to move higher. However, there are some indicator readings here that we should be taking note of because there is a possibility here that we could start to see some upward momentum here relatively soon. There are two reasons that I say this. One would be, and again, this is not a recommendation to buy the stock. I don't want people to get excited here because these are just two indicator readings. But I'm going to be as objective as I can here and present both sides of the argument. So what we're currently seeing here is a modest uptrend here in the relative strength index reading. That's the purple line at the bottom of the price chart here. This is the momentum indicator. This tells you where share price momentum is heading. So as we can see, currently share prices are starting to move into oversold territory, which essentially means that they're dropping below the 30 mark in the relative strength index. So we're starting to move into oversold territory. And then in addition to that, you do have this broad trend here, which does suggest that positive momentum is starting to build. And that's important because we are trading a stock that's trading near long-term lows. So this is the type of thing that you could see if the share price itself was ready to start forming a bottom. And that is really the question that traders should be asking themselves. Anybody that does have a position in this stock, what you really need to be asking yourself at this point is, has this stock formed a bottom? Are we ready to start to see share prices move lower? Or are we just going to continue on the prior trend and basically move into zero? Because this is the direction that we have been moving in for quite some time. So if we are able to find a bottom here, that would actually suggest that the share price itself would be a buying opportunity. If share prices can't move any lower, then the share price positions can't lose any more money. So that would be a positive. However, what does need to be looked at here is the fact that this recent uptrend in share price momentum is currently coming under a lot of pressure. So I will be doing, most likely, I believe we'll be doing an update on this stock tomorrow, and we will be able to take a look at whether or not share prices were able to bounce out of this area and start to move higher. In which case, that would suggest that this share price momentum trend is starting to build and continuing to validate itself and strengthen in the upward direction. However, if we do see a break here, that would be a major warning sign, because it would then suggest that all of this recent share price momentum that we have been seeing has now exhausted itself and reached a point of completion. One reason I do think that that's the most likely scenario comes from the fact that each of these lows here in the relative strength index reading have been successively lower. So as we can see here, these are all lower highs in the relative strength index reading. So if that trend continues, bounces should also be limited. We are seeing a bit of a sort of a symmetrical triangle pattern here. So there is still a possibility that share prices could bounce enough to allow the indicator reading to move out of oversold territory and then maintain this upward price trend. However, I wouldn't be incredibly confident that this scenario will be unfolding, because that same relative strength index reading on the hourly price chart is also showing a very clear series of lower highs. So, if this does bounce below, or break below, I should say, this relative strength index trend line, that would then suggest that all of this near-term price movement has now completed itself, and that share price momentum is no longer moving in the positive direction. So, there are some definite warning signs here, and so far all of the projections have played out as expected. The reason that I started looking at this stock was because there was this substantial price movement to the top side. There was sort of a rush of new YouTube videos that were being produced on this stock. We're going to the moon, we're going to $50, we're going to $100. There were a lot of outlandish claims that were being made, but the reality here has been that we haven't even been able to reclaim 50 cents, let alone $50. So this should tell you that you should not be listening to what these people say on this platform. There are so many people that are just posting random videos, and they don't really have any expertise in the stock market. They really have no business doing videos like this. So here's the current stock market update for MicroCloud Hologram Incorporated, stock ticker HOLO. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.